tell us a bit about this decision.
Yeah, Birmingham was quite a hard race for me. You know, I raced against everyone there, so it's important that coming to Moscow, I work on my speed and try and just cover everything. And one day, talking to my coach and stuff, was like, I've done enough 5,000 meters as it is. Try and run in 15, see what I can do, and try and learn something from that race. And it's really interesting, at the 1,500 meters. Them guys don't hang around. And for me, I'm really looking forward to it. All the great memories of this track, Monaco, beautiful track, and everything just stands still. And in 2009, I ran a personal best where I ran 3:33. So hopefully, if I can just run something like that or under, will be great for me. But at the same time, not think about time, but race against these guys and see it's different pain, 15 and 5K, 10K.
Well, and I don't think you need to prove anyone your speed power, because you've run some fantastic splits in the last lap in the 5K, both in Gateshead and Birmingham. So maybe you don't want to talk about splits, but do you have a game plan for tomorrow night, if you want to share this with us?
Yeah, no, definitely. My aim is just to be able to stuck in and mix in with the guys and see what I can do, and finish it. Just come away with a good time and hopefully a good position.
Yeah, and the last time you actually ran in Monaco, I think you ran a national record in PB for 5K, so...
Yeah, it was, It was 12:53, still
standing,
standing. So I'm a big guy, not doing the 5,000, but, you just got to go with the plan and trust your coaches. Do what's right for Moscow. Sometimes, you want to be able to do other stuff, but you can't, because my aim is to be able to, get healthy going into Moscow, and, that's the big one. So just take one race at a time, and tomorrow I'm really looking forward to it. I'm probably more excited than ever, because is it something different you haven't done? So.
Of course, you need to mix it up a bit. And speaking of Moscow, there are exactly 23 days to go today, so there's not much time left. And everyone remembers Daegu, where you won a fantastic 5K, but you came just short of the gold in the 10K. So after you double in London, do you see a double in Moscow that the only target for you this year?
I just got to take one race at a time, and last year for me, I think that's what changed my career and the attitude I have towards my running for sure. Because if I didn't get that disappointing debut, then I don't think it would have spurred me to do well in London. And I learned a lot in that race, coming in second to J-Land. I learned a lot, you learn about athletes, and it was great to go back again, the following year and win the Olympics right in your hand down. Nothing gets better than that, for sure. In my entire career, I don't think we'll ever feel the same again, as I felt that race and, having that little strike in the water.
Do we have any questions for him?
Well, you became commander of British Empire. Could you imagine that when you were 8 and you flew to England? It's incredible life, no?
Yeah, it's incredible, as you say. You can't imagine. As a kid, for me, running, I never saw running as something that I would become good at it. I was always like, soccer, football, a football fan, and still am. And that's what I believe in. Just wanted to play football, and then from there, coming to Britain, learning a new language, and working hard and achieving a lot, and at the same time, to become a British Empire. It's not something that you choose, or something you choose like the goblet. And for me, be able to to go into Buckingham Palace and Prince Charles. Was incredible. It was just like, wow, it's not like really in here.
What remains in you from your Somalian youth? Do you still have something from Somalian, or you feel 100% Englishman?
No, 100% British. For me, the reason is obviously coming as a kid, you come in, and you learn a lot, and go to university. And life for me, I'm over 30 years now, so been in Britain for a very long time, and you know, my family, everyone's there, and that's where I grew up. But at the same time, you know, I have gone back to someone, you know, and set it up like Farah Foundation, where we able to, you know, help kids, and you know, to just give them a better life and give them clean water and stuff. So I'm, you know, using, you know, what I can and try and help out kids in Africa, and not just in Africa. Now we're growing in the UK too. We're able to spot talented kids and put them in the right direction, and helping kids. Because like myself, I was just a kid, and it was through my PE teacher who, you know, spot me in the right direction and help me towards athletics. So that's what I want to do. I want to be able to change lives in my career.
Could you tell us what you think about your season so far and what you need to do to hit form at the Worlds in Moscow?
We can't tell you too much. No, everybody's going to the plan. I just got to stay injury free, and as you said, like 23 days to Moscow, so not long at all. Nothing changes. Just small little things where, you know, we discuss with the coach, and other than that, pretty much all the work's been done. It's just, you know, enjoying.
No, it's been a difficult week for the sport with the news that came out on Sunday. That's bad news. But how much are you aware of the fact that you are one of the sport's big pieces of good news? And when you go out on the track, you know, you are one of the people that attracts people into the sport. Is that something that you're, particularly after the Olympics, you are a bit of an icon really in that way? How much are you aware of that kind of status that you have as somebody who generates good news about the sport, you know, out beyond the reaches of athletics even?
Yeah, it's great to know that. I've been in training camp, so I don't even know what was going on. And you know, when you're in training camp, you just eat, sleep, and train. But like myself, you know, I work hard at what I do, and you know, it's nice to see other people. Like as you said, after London, for me, life has changed a lot, and that's what I want to be able to do. You know, when I want to line up on the track, I want to be able to give back something to them people who come watch you, give you that support. So I genuinely enjoy it, and it's great. And I think someone like Bo changes sport totally.
Yeah. But I think you're in that order of things. I think anecdotally, a lot of people saw you last year, maybe for the first time, people who weren't necessarily big athletics followers, and they will see you and you know, with the no block and the smile and the wins, and it's something that goes beyond athletics really. It almost brings more people into the sport. I mean, that's something that's a status you now have. Is it a status you enjoy, or do you just crack on?
I just enjoy what I do, and at the same time, you know, when I line up, I want to give 110%, and that's what I do. I just enjoy it. And athletics for me, it's just, you know, something, a hobby, became a job, and it's just something, you know, every day you do go for a run, enjoy it, and it's great to see, you know, kids and the public getting behind you, because, you know, people just think. I was talking to a newspaper yesterday, and I was telling them, you know, 2 races has changed my life, not in terms of change me as a person, but change your life. Really, that 2 races, I've raced so many races before at the Worlds and everything else, but it's just, you know, the title of that, the name of the race, you know, the Olympics. But at the same time, it's just another race for me. That's how I see it. So.
All the different federations are able to catch the cheats. Do you think it's good for sports? It shows that the sport is becoming cleaner and that athletes are able to compete on equal footing?
I can only comment on our federation. I think we work hard as UKA, and what we do, and like myself, I've got to give up 1 hour slot every day, no matter where I am in the world. And we're doing what we can, but you know, it's important that, you know, we see good things in athletics happening, not always a bad. Like sometimes, in a way, bad things gets rated and good things. But as an athlete, you know, we just got to do what we can ourselves and do the best.
Were you surprised in Birmingham to see Ethiopians try to beat you with a slow pace?
No, I wasn't surprised at all. They were like, you know, them guys are. I think it'll be different when it comes to the world, but they were just, you know, working out ways, maybe like slowing down, going faster, going. I normally run on the inside, they come on the inside and try and make me run on the outside. So It's good for the sport though. It's good. It's interesting. Instead, like seeing the same thing. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the Worlds, and it makes you more like think in a way.
But with your training, people have no chance to beat you on the last lap.
Everybody has a chance. If you ever think like that when you line up, then you have no chance. But if you think positive and have a chance, like with most of the guys when they line up, as I say, Bob, they don't think I have no chance. You might still like think, yeah, he's the guy to beat. I've got to get 110%. But every race for me, I don't ever put myself and think I'm betting these guys. I've got to respect the guys. And, anything can happen on a day. It's like the same thing. His debut, I should have won the 10K, but I didn't. Tactically, and all this stuff. So it's important that we have that good attitude. And like myself, I used to be able to think I can never beat the Kenyans till I actually train with them, seeing the guys, and the way we think, mentality. If we think something we're never going to do, we're never going to do it. So you always have to think positive.
Any more questions?
When did you understand that you could beat Kenyan? That you when was the key point for you? Because I talked with Bob Terry and he told me, Farah is an amazing talent, but he needs to have smart training.
Yeah, true, yeah. People just think I just came along. I've been around for years, and I started as a junior winning medals, under 23, and then as a senior, never quite break through because I wouldn't say I was doing the wrong training, but I wasn't smart about my training. And over the years, as you get older, you learn about to be smart and to listen to your body and to have that belief. And in myself, I don't think I've changed a lot. My training will probably be changed, like in terms of improving 1 or 2%, and that 1 or 2% means winning a gold and coming sixth. And I started taking it seriously in 2006 when I lived with Kenyans, saw how they do and everything else, and that's when I said to myself, if I ever going to have a chance with these guys, I must do what they do. And that's when I went to Kenya, Ethiopia, Australia, pretty much gone everywhere now, just kind of trying to work out.
Alberto has a huge part in your success?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Alberto is a great athlete himself, former record holder. And in terms of what he's done with me, he's done a great job with me. Giving me that confidence. Sometimes as a coach, when you have someone that advises you, someone's been there and done it, then you take that well better than anyone else. And I have definitely improved. My time has not improved a lot, but in terms of tactically and winning races. A
question about your family. You still have ties with the part of your family who stayed in Somalia, or you still have contact?
Pretty much all my family are here in the UK, and I've got my twin girls now, and my other daughter, so it's getting hard.
You can sleep?
Yeah, my wife takes care of that. Yeah, I can sleep. I've been in training camp, haven't I?
What about your twin brother?
Yeah, he's doing well, he's alright.
Is he in Somalia?
Yeah, he's back in Herculis.
Do you ever think about that? Because I have a twin brother, and just the opportunity you had, he didn't have that. Are you guys identical twins?
Yeah, we are identical, but just life was different.
Right.
He loves his life and he enjoys it. He's got loads of kids and wife and happy family, and it's all good. It's just it's quite interesting. And actually, I've got my book coming up, which you guys, I'm sure, would love to read at some point. It's not yet, but and a lot of it is just hard life. Even though we twins, we live completely separate lives, but at the same time we still have that connection, which is quite interesting in a way. As you said.
This year with all the success, you go to Wimbledon, you go to Buckingham Palace, it seems like you haven't missed a beat. Was there any difficulty in staying motivated, or?
Nah, as an athlete I'm always motivated. My running comes first before anything else, and most of the stuff you do, you try and do your running, get your running out of the way, and then you do what you can afterwards, and that's just what it is.
Well, a lot of you're a bit almost unusual in a way that you seem to have been able to maintain the level since the Olympics. Quite a few Olympic champions, for whatever reason they dip down, whether it's just circumstance or a mental thing, what have you, and yet you cracked on basically. I mean, is that? Are you aware of that? If you look around, even Jessica or people, other Olympic champions, it's almost like you get to that peak, and where do you go from there? Is it? You've said every race as it comes. Is it as simple as that? Can you just channel on to race 1, race 2, race 3?
I just take one race at a time, and for us, we train hard every day. We try and get ready, and Alberto, and the group, we always work together and just get us ready. But at the same time, when it comes to the race, you just taking it as another race. And I know how people feel, because at the same time, I took a longer break, and I wanted to enjoy that, because Olympic doesn't often come around, and you train so hard for all the years, and at that point you just want to be able to, take that moment in and enjoy it. But when I came back, I took a nice break, and yeah, I've been sort of pretty much on the right road. And Alberto's got me thinking, and it helps a lot, having my training partner, Rob, again having him there, and having the other guys, Dathan, and the rest of the guys there, it helps a lot, and it keeps you where you need to be.
One last question?
A stupid French question.
Oui, c'est
A
bon.
stupid French question. No. Do you know the French Bob de la Tari? Of course.
Oh, Tari, of course, yeah.
At this moment, he don't know if he will compete in Moscow on 1500 or on 5K. Could you give him an advice?
Yeah, just go to the 15. But for me, now I'm joking. I don't know, it just depends, when you feel strong. He's a great athlete. I know him for many years, and he was second again in the European indoors, where we did in Paris. Was it Paris? No, it was Turin. So he's a great athlete. So I think just listen to his body, and maybe for me it's better for him to go to 15.
Thank you so much, Mo.
No worries.
All the best for tomorrow and the rest.